to Think Tank Thursday with Cafefuel, the 9-step system that will show you everything you need to know to use the internet to grow the practice. Excuse me, the restaurant. And today we are doing this live from the RV, and I'm very excited to be able to do that. And what I am excited to talk to you about today is step number 3, which is social media and restaurant social media. As much as people want to believe it is dramatically different than anyone else, it is not. And one of the things that we are really trying to help educate restaurant owners on is this idea that somehow restaurants are different than other businesses. And everyone, including myself, we all want to believe that our businesses are unique in some way. And that means that the marketing or that the social media or whatever it is that you're trying to do must be different than everyone else. And that is simply not true. You have to let go of that concept, that idea, because marketing that works no matter what. It always works. So we have to make sure that we are thinking through that process. And in order to make that work, I'm sorry, we're live. In order to make that work, you have to just understand the basics of, well, let's just talk about social media for restaurants, right? So that means that when we know that in order to create engagement with people that are finding you on social media, that they are getting content on a very regular basis. Now, that means that we're playing with the algorithms from Facebook and even, believe it or not, from Google. So you can post content on Google and it will help you get found in search results. So you want to be thinking about all of this. So let's give you a little bit of context here. All right. So we're just going to pull up the, here we go. So there we go. All right. So we're right there. We're at number 3, social media magic. And notice that this is at the bottom of the process. This is the foundational stuff. This is the stuff that you absolutely 100% have to have in place in order for all the other things that you want to do to work. All right. So social media is not all that difficult. And what we know is that if you are posting at minimum once per day, that you will show up in more people's feeds. Now, when you start posting once and even twice, I know it sounds like a lot, but if you are, let's say, posting twice a day, every day on social media, on Facebook specifically, the average person who has decided to follow your content is not seeing 2 posts a day. In fact, they're not even seeing 1 post a day. They are seeing maybe 1 or 2 per week at the most. So that's why you have to kind of get over this idea that, oh, I'm posting too much and we're getting in front of people. Very few people are seeing it. The only way to get people to see it on a regular basis is to pay Facebook to show it to people. And that's what really changed just in the last, well, this has been about 2 years now, but we used to be able to get it in front of a lot of people for free. And Facebook realized that, well, there's a lot of money to be made. So they kind of basically removed it so that you can no longer do that. So we want to make sure that we are posting at least once a day, probably twice. And you know what, believe it or not, if you do it 3 times a day, every once in a while, that's not going to hurt you. In fact, it's going to help you. So what do you post? And you might be thinking, oh my God, that sounds like a ton of content. What can I post? Well, as a restaurant owner, it's actually easier. So this is the one place where the fact that you own a restaurant makes it easier. So different than other businesses, because you are constantly creating new things. That's your food. So snapping a picture of something that's about to go out is all you have to do. In other words, we don't have to overthink it. Now, I highly recommend that you do video. I highly recommend that you do pictures. You can do text posts. And believe it or not, in order to increase engagement, if you put out content that are motivational quotes, I know you might be thinking, but I'm a restaurant. Why would I be doing motivation? It's not about what you are putting out that is getting people to necessarily think, oh, I want to buy your stuff. It's about engaging. It's about getting people to see your content and liking it and then wanting to see more, so that when you have your picture of food, when you have a video of an event happening in your restaurant, that they are much more likely not only to see it, but to engage with it. And that's why you want to be thinking about social media in a very different way than you might be currently. So how do you make all this work together? Plan, right? So you just have here's your calendar for the month, so you can plan it out, or use a tool. And there are great tools out there that will allow you to take like one image and one piece of text that you want to connect to that image, and then post that out to all of your social media. And what's great about most of these tools is that you can say, okay, I have some time. I've got an hour. I'm going to snap some photos. I'm going to put it all together. And you can have your whole week done in about 20 or 30 minutes. And it will then just start posting out each day, multiple times a day, to all of these different platforms. All right. That's what I want to cover today. I hope you found some value in it. If you have any questions, or you just want to, maybe you want to tell me I'm wrong, I'm crazy, I want to hear it. Okay. So comment around here, or get in touch with us one way or another. You know, it's cafefuel.rocks. Let me see if I can pull this up. I'm sure I can. There we go. Look at that. Cafefuel.rocks. You can go to our website. You can check out what we've got for you there. You can hit me up, schedule an appointment if you just want to give me a hard time and say that I'm crazy. Whatever it is, I would be more than happy to hear it. I want to hear from you. Let me know how we can support you. And we look forward to seeing you next time on Think Tank Thursday from Cafefuel. That's all for me. Bye for now.